Hi everyone, it's Phaedra and we are picking flowers on the flower farm. Finally, our flowers have come into bloom and we are just loving it so much. We aren't having to go to the wholesaler as much now, which is amazing. We've got Sweet William and Luxbar, Sea Holly, beautiful Feverfew, Status. And unfortunately we do have some Queen Anne's lace, which I know is pretty, but it is such a terrible spreader in our area. This week we've got some deliveries. We have a really exciting new prospect we're selling up at our local service station, and you'll see me preparing lots of flowers to take up there.
Good morning, but look at my eye. It's gone bad again. I had really itchy eyes last night and I think I shouldn't be touching it at all. See what I'm doing? Anyway, I also had my hair done yesterday, you can't tell. So this garden's looking... Oh no! This is the prairie smoke. They didn't even eat it, they just chopped it off. Little buggers. They're not hungry, they don't have to eat that.
Yes, I do.
I am up. I'm going to take these flowers down to the... What's it called? The servo. I've printed off some... labels, not labels, like signs, but my printer's running out of ink, so it looks a bit dodgy. Anyway, who cares? I'm just going to get it down there. And this is what I came to say. So many things we want them to be perfect before we do it. And if we keep doing that, we're never going to do them. There is a whole list of things that I wish was different to get these flowers down here. But I'm just going to get them down there. I mean, it could take weeks for people to start... I don't know, regularly buying them. So, and for them to know they're there. So I think it's just important I get them there and get the advertising started. Do you want to know a funny little story? I grew up in a farming community, so up in Coonabarabran, for those in the know. And so if you're on a farm, to get dressed to go to town, you change your shirt. Look what I just did. I just changed my shirt because I just got dressed up to go to town. Okay. I was looking for my phone. I'm filming on it. Help. Send help. All right, okay, we're sorted. I don't feel nervous, so that's good. Because I actually know the owner. He's one of Malia's best friend's dads. They're a very nice family. I really like them. When I went in there to like wheel and deal to sort out pricing, I did try to like negotiate. I thought he's a good guy to practice on. He wasn't going to budge though. Come here. This is the servo. It's called YC Co and it's community owned by shareholders and they're very supportive. Full setup. I didn't film setting it up because it wasn't that involved. I just put them in that tub. But we made our first sale. A guy walked in the door and Dave, the manager goes, "Oh, would you like to buy some flowers?" And he bought some, so that's good. I'm also going to bring the flag down, the flowers flag. He said I can pop it out the front. They'll just put it up every day. Yeah, so fingers crossed. I'll get some posts ready for social media. And I was going to I'll let you know at the end of the video how things have gone. Just kidding. I'm back straight away. I have to take a delivery down to Indigo Valley, which isn't the quickest of drives. But first I need to get a photo. Okay, now I've got to go get these kids ready for school. They should be getting ready because I nicked down to the servo while they were getting ready. And then we've got to go because I've got to drop them at school and then do deliveries. Kids, we're supposed to be going. All right, hurry up. Oh no, I blamed Moroni for stealing my pillow. It looks like I stole it and chucked it on the floor. Hey, I have another life hack. So this is a doona cover. So it's the one that you put the doona in, or the quilt, but it's kind of got a quilted top on it, which keeps it a bit... chocolate. No, go put that back on the tree. It's got a... So in the summer, I take the doona out and I just use the cover, and it's got like a very lightly quilted top on it. So if it's a bit cooler overnight, it keeps you warm, but you're not overheating because you don't have a full-on doona in there. And then in the winter, we put the heavy doona in there and we stay warm. And I am loving it because I got so sick of changing doonas over and having to have a winter doona and a summer doona and having to switch them all the time. So maybe that'll help you too. Here's the door. I angle the pillows slightly towards the door, so see that? You didn't really need to. Are you teaching them how to make a bed? Well, yeah. We tried roadside last week, if you saw last week's video, and it really didn't do very well. We only sold one bouquet and I've just left them sitting here for about, 10 days. So I'm basically just composting flowers at this point. I had to get rid of them and giving my studio a really good clean and getting ready to make the new bouquets for the service station. But something I've wanted to do for so long is stop using this plastic wrap. So here I am putting it away and replacing it with the paper wraps. I feel like the temporary flower studio is really looking like a little flower shop. I've got the dried bits and pieces, I've got the fresh flowers. I just really feel like things are starting to come into abundance. And my glads have started blooming and I love glads so much. I love them so much I've planted them near the house and I'm hoping that I don't cut them all because I want to look at them. Sometimes spike flowers can be really hard to work with, but what I do is I try to add other spikes in around it. So a glad stem is at the wholesaler worth the same amount of money as any other sort of focal flower. So I try to just put one glad stem in a small bouquet because otherwise it's costing too much money. I'm not making profit. And I'll add a few other spikes, or I'll get
other flowers with really long stems and poke them up in the bouquet so they sit up a bit higher. So it sort of gives the whole bouquet some height. You don't just have a short bouquet with this one tall blad poking up out of the top.
What are you going to do next? Want to launch a rocket?
It's proving a little bit tricky because we've got trees and things. We have it up, but we've decided it's a very temporary spot. I'm just making it secure, including cutting holes in walls, but I can patch it later. And then we're going to order a new mount and it will go up there. So we'll get rid of that weather station and it'll sit there. I am just running this cord. I'm just going to tack it along the veranda. I've put a hole in the wall here, so I'll run it down the wall, throw it through that hole. Again, I am so thankful I know how to do these things and how to fix things. Still haven't fixed my door that squeaks though, have I? I was just gonna poke it through there, but the cord has a really weird end on it. So I'm gonna have to make a bigger hole. Ooh, trouble in paradise. This is really annoying. I don't exactly want to make a bigger hole in the hardy plank because it gets real tricky. I'm gonna have to go find the yellow tongue. I need the long one, where is it? Okay, plan B is I want my internet. Morning. Today we have an order. It's just one order, but it's to go out the road a fair bit. And she wants it white because it's a sympathy bunch. And I'll often send bright flowers for sympathy, but she specifically asked for pale or white. So I think I can actually do the whole thing white. And I've been to Mel's and I've picked up her last 3 King Proteas and they're amazing. Look at them. So we're gonna do that and then we're gonna go for a drive. little bit of a solution to my, getting sunburnt issue, and it's to wear a rashie. So I found this rashie. I was looking for one with the higher collar so it would come up and protect my neck. But this one has a zip, which means I can get it on and off really easy. But the thing I've discovered is, as I move around, the sleeves are too short, which is the story of my life because I have very long arms. I am putting a shirt on over the top though because it's got the collar for the back of my neck. But I am having trouble with my wrists getting sunburnt. They got sunburnt the other day. It's the first sunburn I've had in years, and it worries me a little bit because I also had a thing cut off my ear. I haven't got the results back yet, but I think it's fine. But my ear is so sore. I don't really want anything else cut off. He said he's taking the tiniest little biopsy. I had a look at my ear. It's like he's just shaved the top little section off my ear. So knowing that, that's why I'm so careful about the sun and why I'm often dressed like a ninja. But now I'm a real ninja because now I've got the black on. So this could become the new uniform. I will see how I go with the shirt over the top. I think I'm going to be too hot. And I actually think because it's a rashie and people wear them swimming, I actually feel like I'd be absolutely okay to just wear that. But anyway, I'm a little bit skeptical. We'll see how it goes. The good news is today we've got a breeze. It is a little bit of a hot breeze, but at least it's air movement. Because the thing I realised is because we're down in this valley and we're sort of in this sort of concealed pocket, we don't get a lot of high winds, so we don't stake a lot of our flowers. Well, actually, I usually just don't stake any of them until something looks like it's going to go, and then I'll pop it up. But it also means on those really, really hot days where there's not a lot of air movement, we get none. And it's just sort of like this stale air pocket that we're in where there is no air. And that's what it was yesterday, and it feels like you can't breathe, and it feels like it just sucks the life out of you. Whereas today is hot. I'll pop the temperatures up on the screen. It's hot, it's humid, but we've got a bit of a breeze. But now I'm down on the flower field, there's not a lot of breeze. So I guess that's one downfall. People look at us and are like, oh, you're so lucky you don't have to stake anything, you don't have air. I mean, you don't have wind, but it's not so good when you're out here working, and you can see the breeze blowing my hair now. It's not a lot, especially when you can see what the trees are doing. It's actually quite windy out there. Hot, humid weather we were having finally turned into a storm and cooled down, and it was beautiful. And I put the drone up, really risking it getting hit by lightning, but I thought it would be worth it. And if it got hit by lightning, it'd fall on our property, which is safe, and I'd get the card out and hopefully have the pictures. But it survived, which is amazing, and I just love lightning. Then of course, which is what usually happens, is we lost all power, so we had no cooling and no lights, so we all went to bed early and just kind of enjoyed the storm for the night. However, in town they were having a much different experience, and it looked like carnage. It looked like a tornado had gone through. So many trees were down, people had broken fences, cars had trees on top of them, trees had fallen on top of homes. You can see here that a palm tree just got lifted out of the ground. We've got this range of hills between that really bad part of the storm and over near where we live, which is kilometers in the distance, but I think it really helped us.
In addition, we've also got that little valley we're in.
We've got internet and it seems to be really fast. This will be the test though. I'm finalising this video Friday and I'm hoping to either release it tonight or tomorrow if it can upload as fast as it did the other day, which it uploaded an entire video in an hour and a half. So fingers crossed, I'm going to get that done and we'll see. If this doesn't come out by Saturday morning, you know that it didn't work that fast. But really quickly, I wanted to just touch base about the servo, selling the flowers at the servo. It's been going really well. Basically, it's just up to me. I'll go down there, check when they need to restock and restock. They're putting it all through their register, so they're keeping track of how many they're selling. And after about 2 days, because I've said don't let the flowers look bad, he did reduce one after 2 days because he didn't want it to start looking bad and he wanted to try to move it. So we're kind of just working together to see what works. But so far so good. So fingers crossed, I am in talks with a few other servos. So who knows? This could work out as something for the Noble Flowers floristry business. I'll see you next week.